This is Cinderella Stories with Ash and, of course, myself. Listen, Ash, I'm just happy to be here right now, okay? And I know you're feeling the same way.
Like alive? I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to have made it.
Alive and well? Question mark.
Okay.
Alive and well?
Yeah. ¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa? Okay, in the world of being two strong, independent women working in sports, let's just do a quick rundown of our lives over the past week.
Okay. I actually object to being labeled independent because I don't want to claim that energy. I want to be a dependent.
A dependent? I want a soft life.
I want a trust fund.
I'm so sorry to break this to you, but you really shouldn't have chosen sports.
No, I know. Trust me. Every single person. Do you have any advice for me? Yeah, leave sports.
Don't
leave sports.
Start.
It's okay. Anyway, yes. This week has been crazy. We missed you last week.
Thank you.
Question mark.
Oh, wow.
We missed you last week.
Coming in hot today.
But it has been hectic. So I have a little cookie here. So cute. Savanna was at the WNBA Canada game, which I talked about on the show last week. But talk to me a little bit about the experience. You were there as an influencer, and I noticed that you didn't take me this time, which is fine. I'm not mad. I understand why your dad wants to go support women's sports and all that, but like, it looks like you guys had a really cute time.
Yeah, no, first of all, I'm going to add the footage that I took this morning of Ash walking into the studio. She was very defensive. Nobody blamed her for being like a little bit behind, and I'm very much guilty of that in previous weeks. So I just want to say the thing that made Ash go completely 180 this morning was just giving her a cookie.
Sometimes the world just works in mysterious ways.
Sometimes you just like, need to give someone a cookie.
You're in a mood. Just know that if you ever see me on the podcast with my glasses on, like it's been a tough morning.
Yeah.
That's like actually the telltale sign. So I walked in and I, maybe had a little bit of an attitude, but I think it's more of just the strong, independent woman energy that I was radiating, permeating. And then, Sav had the little cookie, which I'm going to eat probably on the way to my next job after this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just broke it.
Oh, it's okay. You're going to eat it anyway.
My big old hands.
No, it was great to bring my dad out to Vancouver. And obviously, like, it's one of those things, like, if I had, like, more spots, I would have loved to bring you again or, like, my friends or whoever. Like, what?
It's interesting that, like, what? I'm in a different category than her friends in that sentence.
Wow.
Can we run the tape back?
Sorry. I would say run the tape back because obviously you're in a different category because you're my friends. Best friend.
Tony.
Coming for your spot.
Say Tony.
Coming for your spot.
Say Tony. Okay, so first, let's preface this by saying first WNBA regular season game on Canadian soil. So monumental in that moment.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool to see. Like, this game actually meant something. In previous years, and I've been to the other two WNBA Canada games, and they're just preseason games. And it's not to say that they're just preseason, but there's nothing to, like,
there's
really...
nothing on the line.
There's something on the line.
Yeah, it's
like,
for vibes.
Yeah, it's for vibes. It's like to also, don't forget, like, in the preseason, like, the coaches are still getting a feel for their team, and they're making some last-minute adjustments, rotations, some potential cuts even. And so it's just not the same energy. And so out in Vancouver, though, it's a regular season game. And the cool thing was actually that Atlanta won against Seattle just a couple of days before that game, heading into it. And then Seattle... And by the way, it was supposed to be an Atlanta home game. It's like what's supposed to be.
But it's so close to Seattle that it ends up
It was a
turning it on
Seattle
its head.
home game. For real. Skylar Diggins went off. And the cool thing about bringing my dad is that was his very first WNBA game.
Oh, I love.
Yeah.
And your dad's just such an ally.
Yeah. He's an ally. And
I
made him my videographer for the entire weekend. It was like good. It was really great. And his brother lives out there, so it was a bit of a family trip. And
that's so lovely.
Yeah, he's never been out to Vancouver before either. So.
And all the girls were there. Like, there was a lot of media there. I was seeing all over my timeline. Okay, tell me. I want the tea. Tell me who was rude. Tell me who didn't come as advertised at the Canada game.
Like media?
Yeah. Tell me.
It's not that much of a surprise, but obviously.
Damn.
Anyway,
I hate to see it.
That's a different podcast.
You hate to see it.
Anyway, I'm happy to be back. Yeah. Okay, let's shift the gears to you for a second, because when you were holding... No, you were holding down the fort.
But hold on, I want to know about the Air Canada situation, because you were stranded. Because, like, Okay, so obviously everybody knows that Air Canada workers, they said they want to go on strike. They said they want to renegotiate the contract. And then the government came in and said, you can't do that. You're an essential worker. Go back to work. And they said, don't tell us what to do. And so they went back to work, but then it was like cancellations. Everyone had the flu, calling in sick. So you got stranded as a result of that because your flight home was Air Canada.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I love the fact that like, you know, the flight attendants are fighting the good fight, because if anybody hasn't heard already, I didn't know this, that they only get paid when they
like
literally
door closed to open.
Exactly. I mean, like the prep, the training, the emergency skills, like that's not comped at all. Like
the dead bodies.
Bro, I saw a TikTok on that recently.
The dead bodies?
People don't tell you about this.
So big sidebar. But
worth it.
If someone dies on a plane, and if there's any flight attendants watching this, like please chime in. If someone dies on a flight, they are responsible for just like strapping them in to a seat in the back and pretending like they're sleeping.
But how do you carry the body though? How do you just like put it on your back and then strap it in? I thought that they kind of just extra strap it in on the spot, close their eyes.
Where? What, on the spot? On the bathroom floor?
No.
Sometimes if they die in the bathroom.
Oh, they die in the bathroom.
Sometimes if they die in the bathroom, RIP, obviously, tragic. They'll just like lock the door out of service. Yeah, easy fix. But yeah, so make sure that if someone's sleeping on your plane beside you, just check their pulse. Little vibe check. Toronto woman arrested for poking passengers repeatedly.
Assault. Yeah, right.
Okay,
yeah.
So
anyway,
Air Canada said we're not flying you home.
No, but shout out to Flair.
Yeah, shout out.
Never thought I'd be so grateful.
Yeah.
But hey, a flight is a flight. You get home the way that you got to get home. I'm happy to make this podcast right now because I got home at 3:30 in the morning. There's a bunch of delays, of course. And hey, Air Canada employees fight that good fight. And
they had a settlement. They reached a tentative settlement.
Did they?
Like literally this morning.
Stop.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
Because two of my friends are trying to go to Portugal. Their flight was supposed to be at 11. It got canceled yesterday. And then now this morning got rescheduled. So they're leaving today, same day, 5 hours earlier. But there was a tentative agreement reached because of all the just clusterfuckness that's been happening. Yeah.
Happy to hear that.
Shout out to me because I'm going to Spain in a week. And I was so scared.
I knew you were scared.
I was so scared. I was trying to be calm. I'm just like, no, it's fine.
Yeah. I had a feeling it would be figured out. Okay, shifting gears back to you actually though.
Okay.
So while I was away having my moment with my dad in Vancouver, you were holding down the fort here at Cinderella Stories. Great job, by the way. Great job to the staff, aka Nadine and Evan behind the scenes for holding it down as well. But and Nadine made her appearance. That was cool.
Cameo.
Right? But outside of Cinderella Stories, you also were doing Global Jam. You know, you did NSL yesterday.
Yeah.
You got more. Do you have another one today?
Yeah, I have lacrosse. I'm covering the Minto Cup for the last 3 days and then the next 5 days as well. So it's just been a lot.
So now a therapy's in session.
So here's the thing. I feel so lucky. No, so it's just, this is one of the things about being freelancer, right? Is that you never know when you're going to get flooded with offers. And then conversely though, there's just the same amount of time as dead time. And like, you'll unfortunately learn about the pros and the cons now that you're kind of living that freelance life for now. But yeah, like sometimes you're just like, okay, yes to this offer, something else comes up. You're like, oh, okay, cool, I can fit it in. And then you're like, wait, I have Cinderella Stories as well. Oh, wait, Savanna's got called something, so I'm actually going to be doing it alone. Oh, wait, the weekend before I had Global Jam or 3x3 with Basketball Canada. So it's just been like kind of unrelenting for the last 2 weeks. And again, it's fun. I love to do it. There's no job I'd rather do. But sometimes you're just like,
when it rains, it hurricanes.
You're just, should I?
Yeah.
So it's been busy. It's good. Like after this podcast, I'm going to go home, change real quick, and then head to St. Catharines for the Minto Cup again. It's the semifinals today. So it's just go. But then it's vacation mode, and then September slows down.
Yeah.
So it's just about kind of giving yourself grace when you need it, understanding you can't do everything all at once.
Yeah.
But then just also being fortunate that you're in high demand.
Yeah, I know that's right. All right. Well, with that said, let's get to it.
Yeah.
So Skye Stout has been all over my timeline.
Yeah.
In case, anybody hasn't been caught up on this story, basically she signed, she's like a great athlete, emerging athlete, and she signed to Kilmarknock FC women's club team. And basically when the photo of her posted of her signing was out, they use a photo of her, and of course she's a teenager. She has acne. This is very normal, but the internet, especially the trolls and men, they went out of their way to make a 16-year-old girl who's having a great moment in her career feel awful. They made fun of her face, they made fun of her acne, and then it just completely tumble-rolled. And then from there, of course, the reverse happened. We saw the girlies come out. We saw all the major platforms kind of fight for her in solidarity and say, let's give her a proper congratulations. And yeah, like basically best wishes to her career from here.
Best wishes. I think you're kind of underselling it a little bit. Like, let's be honest about it. Like, she has pretty severe acne. I think we've all dealt with it in some instances to varying degrees. And, you know, fortunately, I don't think we've had it to that degree where it's like cystic and painful and red and like taking up a lot of like the majority of your skin. Like, that stuff can really do a number to your confidence.
Totally.
And so for a young girl who obviously is at the top of her game, who is celebrating a milestone, who's getting a professional contract, to be out in the forefront like that, embracing herself as is, I just think it speaks volumes to her character and her confidence. Yeah. Because when I was a little bit younger, I started getting some acne problems too, like mainly around the jaw, not anything too crazy, but it was certainly there. And as someone who like skipped that acne phase in high school, God bless, because like I'd rather get it as an adult, to be honest, when you have a little bit more self-worth and self-confidence. Yeah. Unless you're lucky enough to have it as a teenager, which I certainly did a little bit, but not to the degree that I have now, of course. And I had to go on Accutane. And it was the doctors are really serious about that. They're like, it can cause all these mental health issues. It can cause health issues. You have to be monitored quickly. You can't get pregnant at all because your baby can have 3 eyes. Like, it was actually a really big problem back in like the 70s. I'm being dead ass. Okay. I'm being so serious. Like, it literally is like something that they do blood work every month to make sure that you're not pregnant, because it could like make your baby like the Simpsons fish, honest to God. So anyway.
Wow.
Sidebar. So I went on Accutane to try and get it cleared up. It worked, thank God. And now, you know, here we are. We have a few problems every now and then. But I feel like you posed a question: should the club have protected her a little bit more? Should they have used a different photo? Should they have maybe implemented some Photoshop techniques to make it a little bit softer and more flattering? I have thoughts on it, but I'm curious to hear kind of what you think, because I understand the premise behind it from a vanity standpoint, but I also think that the last thing that you want to really do also is like essentially like catfish. Yeah. Like, she is who she is. It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. There's two minds of it. Basically, it's like, yeah, like, okay, in the world that we work in, we know, like, even the studio lighting is set up to make us look the most flattering to the best of our abilities. And still we show up with bags under our eyes.
Still some days I'm
bigger
like,
than Prada.
I hate that screenshot.
Yeah, and I'm like,
it's giving ogre.
It's okay. It's fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. Don't take me.
But that's why I kind of like, I'm up 2 months, because I'm like, okay, show up as you are. That's a big saying in the Caribbean community, right? Like, you know, Carabana, they say that all the time too. And so I'm here to be like, you know, like, listen, it's normal. Cystic acne is normal for a lot of people. And like, why should you hide it? Why can't we just like, you know, show it? Like, it's not anything to kind of hide per se. It's who you are. It's what you're dealing with. It's whatever you want to.
Sorry, no, I would actually think, and I don't think you meant it like that, but I think it's super important. It's not who she is, but people are acting like that's all she has to offer because of what she looks like. And
rephrase. Yeah. No, it's something that you're battling or facing at least right now. And I don't think there's anything wrong with like showing up as you are. Like, this is what you're, but it's not exactly what's to your point. It's not who you are.
No, but it's just what people see. And that's what's tough, because the first impression is so important.
Exactly.
Right?
But I think it's so like, it's I think the club did her a disservice a little bit. Okay. Because I felt like they could have used an action shot. And I think that most times when I see player signings, it is usually an action shot, whether it's like, you know, if it's basketball, someone's shooting a 3-point shot or a dunk, or like.
No.
Yeah.
It's like them with a jersey.
Sometimes. Yeah, okay, maybe them with the jersey. But even then, it wasn't her with a jersey like this. And from like a wide shot, it was like up close, headshot, like mid close up. Like,
I love that about it.
Yeah, and that's okay to love it. I'm just like wondering though, like, because I'm of the mindset of protecting a 16-year-old girl, like from a sports organization standpoint. Did you protect her?
But did she say that she wanted protecting?
Yeah, but at that age, you shouldn't have to think about that. That's not on her to think about.
But maybe she approved the photo. Maybe you don't know.
We don't know these
maybe
details.
they showed her and they're like, okay, we're gonna go with this photo.
Is that okay?
And maybe she's like, I like it. My eyes look great. My smile looks pretty. Cool, go with it.
And I agree. If that's the case, then great.
I think to your point, they did her a disservice in terms of like the comments and monitoring and not necessarily being on top of that. I think they could have done a better job that way when it started to snowball. On the internet, you're going to get hate. On the internet, there are going to be assholes, whether they're men or women or whatever, commenting on the way you sound, the way you look.
Yeah.
If they hate you, they love you, whatever. There's so many random people in this whole world with nothing better to do.
Yeah.
So I think that when things started to snowball, they could have gone comments off. And they could have just let the photo live there. I'm not sure if that would have mitigated the damage that it already, she had already suffered because of the inundation of the negative comments. But I don't know. I think there's something beautiful in that photo, in just her owning it. Like, this is not about what I look like. This is about the skill and what I have to offer to this club.
Yes.
And this is what I look like right now. So honestly, like, so 2 middle fingers to you. Like,
yeah, literally.
Whatever.
But okay, now the other thing to this whole situation is the fact that the club deleted the post.
Yeah.
So a part of me is like, okay, you know what? Fine. If you want to put that photo out there, et cetera, et cetera. And I don't know if that was her parents saying delete it. We don't know if it was her saying delete it. But either way, the club deleted the post. So a part of me is like, stand on business. Like, you put it out there. I think it would have been more powerful if they didn't delete it. And then that way, like, yeah, you're going to get all the trolls in the comments. I mean, it already happened. By the time, like, it was already out there, I don't even know how long they deleted it, how long it was up before they did that. But, like, I didn't even see it through the club post.
You saw it through
through a screenshot of that post gone viral on Twitter. Twitter X, whatever. Okay. But, like, and that's why I'm like, okay, if you really meant to, like, rah, show up as you are, it doesn't matter as a club, then you would have left it. But you didn't leave it. So then if you don't want to leave it, then why are you choosing that photo?
I think maybe they didn't anticipate that level of hatred. They honestly were probably just like, this is the photo of our girl Skye. This is a very exciting signing for us. We have cumulative sub 10K followers across 2 platforms. Whatever, this is the photo. She likes it. Who gives a shit? I'm so tired of people basing women's values on the way that they look, good or bad. Like, it's so fucking sickening. And honestly, God bless her for approving that photo. I'm going to go with that in my head.
Yeah.
If I was them, I would have gotten her if she was comfortable with it. Now can we do like a human interest piece on like maybe how it's impacted her growing up, or her saying like, I don't give a shit. I'm not here to talk about the way they look. I'm here to talk about the way that I play.
Yeah.
Or actions speak louder than words, or first impressions don't always matter. And then highlight.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would have rolled with instead, to just like double down on like, she's a badass. We don't care what you trolls think. It is what it is. I will say though, my ego and my vanity would not have allowed for that.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
And I'm not proud of it.
No,
and I'm not proud of it.
When I have a 1-2 pimple, I'm doing the other side of my face now. Like, this is
the camera's over here.
If this is the good side of my face, that's the pimple.
The
bad side's now getting
it. If Savanna are doing the podcast this way,
like,
just welcome to Cinderella Stories
with Ash and Sav. Like, and it's like the same thing.
I would never.
And there's so much microwave ways that women show up on social and media that we're very conscious and like that we consciously do
overly.
Yeah. Like, like the way I pose, the way that my friends ask me, how should I pose so I make my waist look the skinniest?
Oh, I have a back roll. It's like, yeah, girl, it's your skin. Yeah. But it's like all of a sudden that means that you're overweight, or that means you don't have a salad this week, or whatever the case may be. And I will add that there's added scrutiny in like our business.
Totally.
Because like, yeah, you could say I'm the best person for the job and I have a skill set and check my resume and I've been doing A, B, and C for however many years. But ultimately, like, this is a visual medium to a degree, and women are held at such a higher standard to be on camera than men. The amount of like bald ass, out of shape, crooked collar men you see on TV versus like the women are like baddies
and also
bad, and the disparity is really mind-blowing, because there are a lot of talented women who don't fit the traditional mold that deserve opportunities and simply won't get them or haven't gotten them yet because someone in charge is saying, I don't like the way they look.
I had another runoff thought about this whole situation. Which grown man is sitting there?
Yeah.
Oh, I know the type, but which grown man is sitting there talking about a 16-year-old girl?
Yeah.
What? Are you what?
Yeah, definitely they have like Corinthians 12:14 in their bio, and definitely hashtag girl
That
dad
is no,
in their
it's
bio.
predatory. No,
it's
no,
always
it's
those
predatory.
ones. Yeah,
it's you're a predator if you're having such a strong opinion on a 16-year-old girl's acne appearance. Period.
Regardless, negative or positive.
That's no, I don't like it.
Freaks.
And then on that side, the sidebar to this is also, if she was a boy, would this get as much backlash or attention? I think we both know the answer on this one.
My thought is that there might have been, like, there certainly would have been, it wouldn't have been this big of a story.
No.
And if there were comments, I feel like they would have been more like on the side of like humorous or like jokey or like roasting, as opposed to like vitriol and like hurtful. I shouldn't say harmful, it's harmful across the board, but I would say that there for sure would have been a stark difference. Honestly, this 10,000 like follower accounts, it wouldn't even have probably even blip on the radar if it was a young boy.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It probably wouldn't be near as big of a deal. I think we
would have heard about it. I honestly don't even think we would have heard about it.
We might not have heard about it, but at the same time, I will say that there is male body shaming issues as well that lives on social and sports. It's just not as loud. It's just not near as loud. But there is, and I do know like real like men in my life like that deal with body image issues.
Of course.
So I would say like I wouldn't be surprised if they still got backlash, but it wouldn't have gone viral.
There's no way it would have even been as close at all. And like, just to kind of wrap it up, there's archetypes for men and women. There's archetypes across the board of what you think that A, B, and C should look like, act like, sound like, but it's all bullshit. So just do what you want to do. Because either way, you only have one life to live and it ain't that long.
Yeah, but shout out to Skye.
Yeah, honestly.
She, in her
Congratulations,
debut,
girly.
Right? Congratulations. And in her debut, she scored in her first game.
Yeah.
So
again,
we love it.
Again, they need to lean into that. Hire me as a social consultant. I have some ideas.
All right. Moving on. Okay, so Sue Bird got a statue.
Yes.
And Kaka. It's the first ever. It's the first statue given by a WNBA franchise to a player. Now, there's been other statues given to players before that are in the WNBA, but it was at the NCAA levels,
right.
Specifically Asia
Miss
Wilson,
Asia.
South Carolina, recently, only the past couple of years that happened.
Yeah.
And, first of all, flowers to Sue, because she absolutely deserves it. Like, that goes without saying. She's a legend of a player. But I will say this. Statues are forever, and it says a lot about who we value. And we've talked about this subject many times, in WNBA circles, about the fact that white athletes get a lot more coverage than black athletes.
We talked about this on Swish.
We talked about this on Swish.
Yeah.
We talked about this
R.I.P.
on
R.I.P. Swish. Sorry to bring it up.
NBA TV Canada original programming. It's just one of those things where it perpetuates the same narrative of who we are recognizing first. And I say that because there's so many names down the list that go way back that should have probably gotten a statue.
Okay.
The first ones that come to mind for me is Cynthia Cooper.
Okay.
In the Houston Comets dynasty. Mm-hmm. And they could have probably done like a little gang combination with Cheryl Swoops and Tina Thompson.
Yeah, like a big three.
Exactly.
Right.
And where that could have lived, somewhere in Houston. Obviously, the Houston Comets no longer exist, but put it somewhere monumental, like whether it was, outside of their former stadium or in the city center. Honestly, anywhere.
Yeah.
Because that's how iconic they were. Lisa Leslie, Los Angeles Sparks.
Right.
That's not hard. And apparently it was rumored that she was going to get a statue.
You didn't send me the Lisa Leslie pictures.
Oh, I thought I did.
No,
I could have sworn I did.
Okay, first of all.
it's probably in the Google Doc.
No, this is actually Savanna and I's first fight.
It's definitely in the Google Doc.
It's our first fight because... Not right now, at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So we were at All-Star Weekend.
Story time.
And it was the Unrivaled Sephora brunch. And I'm running on the corner, I'm looking on him, Lisa Leslie.
For both of us.
So Lisa Leslie comes in and we're just like, oh, it's Lisa. What's like, no, we're just like, wow.
Wow.
There's a movie, like the Minions. I'm like,
yeah.
We were literally like Minions for Lisa Leslie. And I'm like, we should have a photo. And like, I'm really not one for photos with people who are like famous.
Yeah.
I know how much of their time is usually monopolized by fans asking for things. I don't want to be a bother, a hassle. Professionally, I don't want to seem like a groupie. I want to seem like a colleague. So can be an unprofessional thing to do depending on the situation. Like at a game or something like that where you're working, you're not going to be like, can I just do this? While you're sat recording. 1 second.
Yeah, right.
So the defense today has been, right? So time and place do matter, but it's freaking Lisa Leslie.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, we should get a photo.
Yeah.
So, but she's on the way out. She's on the move. So we're like, Lisa, can we, so can we get a, and so she's gracious enough to be like, yeah. So I grab the phone. Sav gets the light. We clip it on. It falls. On the floor, bang, the poor cookie.
She's destroying her cookie.
Okay. Then we get the photo, selfie panic. Bop, 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 bop. I go show Sav, we're so excited. She's like, you cut me out. You cut my face out. She was 3/4 in.
I know, that's a lie. I'll
find the photo.
So I will put the photo on this long form edit right now. I will throw that thing right up there. Cause I was like not the one moment where you meet like, you know, one of the OGs of the game. Like this is the time.
I tried my best.
I know, because she was like, so.
But then we were like embarrassed because we dropped the light. And she was like on the way out. It was just such a debacle.
Dude, I chased her down for another one.
I was mortified.
Yeah, I was mortified. I don't care.
And she probably blamed me. She's like, listen, Lisa, that bitch over there. She was supposed to take the photo. Obviously, it's awful.
I did not blame you, obviously.
She's like,
I was like, hey, just so you know.
And then you never gave me the full body photos.
I swear. No, they're in the drive.
No, that influencer Jackie's brother took.
They're in the drive.
So what'd you say to her to get the second photo? Because I wasn't there at the time.
No, I literally said, hey, can we take another one? I was cut off. That's all I said.
And she said,
yeah, real quick.
She said, hurry, I'm leaving.
Yeah. So she said, hurry up. Better be fast.
She said, hurry up, girl.
Yeah, right? I don't know.
I'm looking for the photo right now to see if I have it, but I did change phones like midway through, so I don't think I have it.
No, it's in the drive though, for sure.
Sav will put it on the screen and prove me right.
Yeah, I'm going to do the before and after photo. The before, because that was crazy.
Okay, so Lisa Leslie statue, obviously, sure. Okay, I think Candace Parker. The problem is that Candace, I think you can make two arguments.
Yeah.
I think you can make the LA Sparks argument, the organization that drafted her. She played there for 13 years. She won a championship there. But then she went to Chicago, where she's from, played for the Skye, won a championship there. So either of those two places, I feel like you can make an argument for. The emotional aspect, the ties, the put on for my city of Chicago, where she like wanted to go before she retired. She made a point to be like, I'm going to get some time here.
Yeah.
Or the Sparks, which are a storied franchise, and having her up cute beside Lisa.
I know, and the crazy part is that after she won a championship with Chicago, she went to the Vegas Aces.
And did what?
And won another championship there.
She's a winner, baby.
Yeah,
everywhere she goes. So Candace for sure, just the logistics would be tough.
Yeah, that's...
I know. That was the one I was kind of racking my brains about.
Do we get 2 statues for her?
No.
Do I hear 2 statues?
Anybody? $400 get them for $400. 2 statues, $300. Paddle over there.
Put her statue in the Naismith Hall of Fame.
The only thing I would say though is like 2 would be tough because it would be 2 different artists. There would inevitably be comparison. There would be a favorite. What if in one she looks busted and the other one she looks amazing?
True.
We've seen some really bad bronze work.
I was gonna say
we've seen some really bad bronze work.
How do we feel about Sue's bronze?
I think she looks great.
She looks great.
The ponytail, the ponytail flapping,
flowing in the air. They added some like extra thickness in there.
Yeah, she's got some. She got inches.
She got inches.
She
got
bundles.
She got tape in bundles. And you know what? As she should.
As she should. As she should.
If I had if I had a statue, the way that my hair would be like 36 inches, like going past my butt.
The middle part bust down.
It's not even bust down. Literally like the sickest shot ever.
Oh my God.
But like, if you had a statue, what would it look like?
Oh God.
If we have to be real, I don't want to be realistic, but if we had to
I would want
the
cornrows
on the side.
No. I would want like you know what I would want? I can never get like a cute, slick back, clean girl aesthetic ponytail.
Oh, that's not for me.
So I would formulate that. I'd be like, add that. Why not? It's not real. It's a statue. Like, add that. And then I would say add some thickness and length in the pony. I go ponytail, not bun, because I did used to whip around a little bit. And I feel like the stance would be like defense. Like, you know, kind of down low and dirty. You know?
Defense?
Like me. 4 touch points on the ground, looking up like Gollum. Yeah, that my dream Jake. Wow, cute. She knew that.
Who's this girl?
Yeah, who is that?
Why is she on all fours?
Yeah, why is she crawling? Oh, is there a new Lord of the Rings coming out? No, she's a troll under our bridge. No, that's Ashley. You don't know about her?
Movie?
Yeah.
Promo.
Toronto Temple legend. Ashley Hawking. You never heard of her? Yeah, I think that's what I would go with. I think it would have to be. Obviously, like the easy one is like a shot because that's like really cute. But my form's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like my one guide hand always goes rogue, and then it looks like I'm doing like the double-handed shot, but I'm not. It's just like I run like that too. Like people in college, people in football make fun of me the way I run all the time.
Oh no!
But I think it comes from
live footage of this.
But I think it comes from point guard energy because it's like you're dribbling and your hands out, and then you're crossing and your hands out. Like I think, at least I tell myself.
Sure.
Whatever. I was shifty. You can't tell me.
I feel like if I'm being realistic, I think based on my college days, I would probably have a block. I probably have a block.
No, you can't.
I have a sick photo.
You can't, Savanna. You can't just have yourself staying there with your hand. No.
I have a sick photo. Pop it up of me in university blocking someone so bad.
Okay.
It was pretty iconic. It was actually my favorite photo.
Okay.
And it's not a cute face. I think my face is like scrounged up and I have like a double chin.
Standard, yeah.
Like really not cute.
Justice for women in sports photography, I will say, because it takes a very special talent to be able to capture the ferocity and the monumental moment, but then also can you get a good angle?
No, literally, can I not look like a troll? Like,
also, I'm pro Photoshop in those moments.
Honestly,
I'm pro Photoshop in those moments.
I'm not saying no to that.
Because in real life,
I didn't know.
In real life, do I have? And this is a bad message for young girls watching, but like honestly, sometimes
Skye,
it's like
don't listen to us.
I don't have a double chin. So in this photo, do I need one? Even though it was there while I was contorting my body to win a championship for your city.
I know.
It's the least you could do.
I swear I don't have a double chin.
It's the least you could do.
One of my favorite pottos was me at the free throw line, and probably because I actually could hit a 1-2 post, like strike on them, because I was waiting for the ball to come to me.
You saw the photographer?
Literally, I saw the photographer. Like,
double?
It was a double, like, because I'm actually tired. I was like, but I was like sucking in.
And then all of a sudden, eyes, camera.
Camera. Cheekbone, lighting, yes. What's that when you put the tongue on the top of your roof?
Oh, I don't know.
It's like it sucks your jawline up, like.
I don't know. Teach me that though. I don't know that one.
Oh yeah, versus like this versus.
Life's too short, man.
Anyway,
I ain't doing all that. I'll tell you that for free.
Anyways.
Okay, so yeah, I think Candace, Maya
Moore.
I think Maya would be, especially because she came back into the spotlight over the last couple of years with her advocacy for, who was it? Her husband was in prison. Yeah. She advocated. She went to law school, became a lawyer, vindicated him. He's out. They're living happily together. She was also iconic. Yeah. She won 4 championships, I believe it was, with the Lynx in close succession. I think it was 2011 to 2017. You can fact check me on the screen if you want, whatever. But she's somebody who not only was ahead of her time in the game, she also sacrificed what she loved to do the right thing for someone that she loved. Yep. And that in of itself is like all the things that we talk about, particularly in women's sports, is like you want to stand for something, you want to stand on business, and you never stand alone. And so she represents all of that. Yeah,
I would also add Fowles to that conversation as well. She was kind of part of that like Minnesota Lynx core.
Who's the other girl?
The
one we met at All-Star.
Which one?
The photo. The photo at half, like the WNBA experience. And it was like,
oh, Katie? Tell the story.
Guys. I don't know who she was. Respectfully, honestly, respectfully.
Okay.
It's the funniest.
You know how people look different when they're not in their journey? We never we did.
Did you get it?
It's in the depth of my email. Yeah, it was like a month later.
We need it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll grab it.
So after the WNBA All-Star game, Maybelline and WNBA Canada arranged for us to get like a WNBA experience. It was like a bigger package you could buy for fans. It was when Savanna went and did the morning practice with T Cloud, and then you get to have a photo at center court after the game. And they're like, I skimmed right past the part where they're like, oh, you can have it with WNBA legend. I just thought we were getting a a photo at center court.
Yeah.
So Savanna and I are chatting and I'm like, okay, what do you think? Like, should we do them together or should we do them separate? I obviously be cool to have them separate because it's like a big, cute photo op for like our Instagram and stuff like that. But we're here together. It's Cinderella Stories.
Yeah.
It's our inaugural trip. We're doing our vlog. We should probably get it together because, you know, it just kind of like marks the experience. So we opted to get it together. We're trying to think of poses, like who's going to go down low. I'm going to go high. You're going to go low. We're going to have a couple seconds. Like we choreographed it.
We did. We had a whole plan.
Then we walk up. It's our turn. And there's this lovely woman. You know, she was giving, I bake scones on the weekend and I'm a mother of 3 healthy boys.
Yeah.
Like, and she was with a group of other women who resembled her. And so 2 of them left and she was standing there and and we're like, hey, like, hi.
And keep in mind, nobody told us
that
who
it was. And so I'm like,
she was dressed in really normal clothes.
She was wearing just she was like a jersey. Like a jersey.
Like a jersey. Yeah, like one of those t-shirts,
a
jersey Lynx logo on it, like oversized, like jeans.
My dumbass. Hi, I'm Ashley.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Because she didn't leave. And I'm like, so I'm being polite. I'm like, hi, I'm Ashley. She's like, oh, nice to meet you. She didn't even say your name.
Say your name. Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And I'm like, this is Savanna. And she's like, all right, what do you guys want to do? And she put her hands out
like
and we're like, my face must have, we're both like, so we'll just go on one side. So we both just like went on either side of her, looked up at the camera, took this photo, said thank you, walked away. The fuck?
Literally, I'm like, so what? So
who what?
she was in our Cinderella Stories like moment photo. Like our game plan got completely destroyed because I was like, I didn't even have a chance to go down. Like, and she was so caught off guard. We were like, I think I gotta go back and see our faces. Our faces were like,
no, the faces are certainly smiling with your teeth only, like eyes confused, but just like those ones. Definitely that. And who is Katie Smith?
Yeah, we found out that it was Katie Smith.
Shout out Katie.
And I will say
for being there for our photo op.
First of all, I have a hard time recognizing players even now when they're outside of like
their
uniforms.
Yes.
Because
game day looks.
Yeah, like listen, and us like women, we could be magicians. Like, you know, I have my ponytail
wizards
right now in, but let me tell you, I did not look like this when I was on the court.
No.
And I'm like, or no makeup on.
Yeah.
We could do a lot.
Day and night.
So like when I see former players, especially when they're like golden years were in the 90s.
Especially when they're not like 6'5".
And
you're
not
like, oh, you're a player for sure.
Yeah, it's just like, and you weren't told who they were. You're very confused. And also, like, keep in mind, like,
I was dying. I was like, who is this woman ruining our moment? Like, Beth, go ahead. And then she was the WNBA experience.
She was the moment.
Oh,
she's like, I am the moment.
And I was like, and you are. Smile.
That was crazy. That was crazy. All right.
That was so funny. Holy. Also, we're just assholes. We're like, excuse me, lady. Like, we weren't rude to her, but in my mind, I was like, so, like, are you going to do a solo shot? Do you want us to step aside? Do you want us to take, you can do solo?
Oh, your group's leaving you. Oh. Yeah, that was good times. Good times. I'm not going to pretend to know everybody since the 90s when I was born in the 90s.
And honestly, quite frankly, like, I wasn't watching the WNBA when I was younger.
I didn't even have the WNBA on TV in Canada.
I honestly wasn't watching any sports, and I'm not ashamed of it. I was playing sports. I wasn't on the TV watching sports. I was playing my own stuff. So anyway, shout out Katie. You're a legend.
She retired in 2013.
You're a legend.
Yeah.
How many seasons?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, 99 to 2013.
7.
Yeah, and what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
titles?
All-Stars.
All 7-time All-Star. So shout out.
Yeah. No, I know we're like now.
To see her, we're like, oh, okay.
Wow.
It was jokes.
Okay, catch me up on the World Games.
Okay, so there was some people are calling it the biggest sports competition you've never heard of. Okay. So it's the World Games, and essentially it's a collection of sports and activities, if you will, because like ultimate frisbee is one of them, and I don't know what you would classify that as, non-derogatory. Okay. I just don't know if you
no
whatever. So it's all sports and activities that are not, or games I guess, that are not involved in the Olympics, that all come together and they perform their World Games. So it's like the highest level of competition for that. Teams all across the world. They traveled to
it was
China. They were in China. They traveled to China, and so they all played there. But obviously, I have my eye on flag football because you know that I'm like obsessed with the sport. And the way that it goes for like, so you're not that familiar. So let me like educate you on this gossip. For years and years and years, it's always been Team USA and Team Mexico. They are the top 2 teams in the sport across the board. For Team Mexico, probably the most prominent face, maybe across flag football, is Diana Flores. She was in that Super Bowl commercial with Erin Andrews just a couple years ago.
I remember that one.
Tiny brunette girl, super, super pretty. She's their quarterback. She's an it girl, okay? And then for the United States, their quarterback's name is Vanita Crouch, and she is an OG. I think she's like 42, 43. She's been playing football for a long time. She's like one of the 4 mothers of the sport, where it's like she has an arm, she can throw the distance of the field. She used to be able to run too. Like, she was a problem. So it's these 2 teams who always face off against each other. And some people would say that the World Games are like maybe like the spring fling.
Yeah.
Whereas like the IFAF World Championships are where you get your ranking. That's like homecoming.
Yeah.
So historically, Mexico has been spring fling queen.
Okay.
And Team USA has like, girl, enjoy your little flower crown. Like
wow.
when it comes to homecoming, that's us.
We eat.
When it comes to world rankings, talk to me nice.
Whoa.
So those 2 teams, anytime they play, it's always fireworks. So they get together early on. It was like they both went out the night before. I know they didn't, but making uncharacteristic mistakes. Team USA, who usually have magnet as hands, dropping balls. Team Mexico, throwing behind receivers. Like everyone was a little off their game. Nerves, anticipation, expectation. And then finally things start coming together and they start making moves. The last 2 minutes is pro clock. So it means if the ball goes out of bounds or you catch it and step out of bounds, the clock stops.
Yeah.
If it's a first down, the clock stops. So even if you have 30 seconds, you can really run that out into like a full drive around the field, across the field, because it's a smaller field as well.
Okay.
So at the end of it, Team USA ends up taking a lead. They come back. The long game wasn't working, but finally they have a connection. They score. They go up 1 point, but they leave like 32 seconds on the clock. Diana says, with her little bow she always wears,
me to reintroduce myself.
"Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Ooh. We got this." So they lead a drive all the way down the field.
My heart.
They did get a penalty, a little bit of help on a penalty call, which is not here nor there. And then on the final play, I don't know what happened. I think there was a bit of a anticipation on the USA defensive side. The corner, I believe they were supposed to have deep responsibilities. They saw a slant coming in across the goal line and thought Flores was going to just dump it down because if they score, they win.
Yeah.
They don't need the convert. They just need to score. It's the last play. There's like 2 seconds left.
Yeah.
So the corner comes down on cheats on the route, and the Mexican girl is wide open in the back of the end zone. Flores changes the trajectory of her pass, dumps it right over the top. The ball floats in the air for what felt like 45 seconds. Reception complete. They win.
Ow! Let's go. That was a movie.
Yeah.
Ashley took me through a movie.
So Mexico go back-to-back the World Games Championship
My mind's eye
gold.
was going crazy.
Team USA, they've won now 3 times in a row, I believe, the IFAF Flag Football Championships.
Wow.
And so it's just another story, another chapter in the saga of these 2 teams just being fierce rivals. So LA 2028 is going to be a movie. It's going to be insane. And then Team Canada came in 3rd. They beat Austria to win the bronze. They won in quite convincing fashion. So shout out to them, Team Canada, aka Team Quebec, because there's no one else from anywhere in the country on the team except for Quebec players. Quebec. So yeah, a lot of people aren't happy about that. But they did what they needed to do. They came and they won bronze and they asserted themselves. And they have a lot of work to do because Team Canada has 2 very good quarterbacks who can take the reins. But that USA-Mexico matchup, woo! Popcorn. It's really good.
Wow. No, honestly,
really
I was thinking about this because I knew that you're gonna tell me exactly what you did, and but leading up to it, I was like, it's about time that like women's football is actually getting a spotlight because it's only just emerging. And even doing some research leading up, I heard that the 2022 World was it the World Champions?
2022 was in Alabama, so that was World Games, and Mexico won that as well.
Yeah, Mexico won that. I read that, and they said that was kind of the momentum push to start getting the conversation around potentially bigger platforms
for the Olympics
and for the Olympics.
Yes.
So I was thinking to myself, I was like, what's so funny? We grow up with the NFL and talk about men's football like it's just, and we don't say men's football, we just say football.
Yeah.
And big NCAA, and there's like no women's football. And now I'm like, wait, this is women's football. and it's here now, but like, and I mean now.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's been happening. You know that I've been lucky enough. Like my mom played football for like 20 years.
Yeah.
So me seeing women play football
is
normal for me, but
for people like myself, it's not.
I played football for 10, 15 years and people are like, wait, what do you mean there's women's football?
Yeah.
And it's like, there's tournaments all across the country. There's tournaments in the United States. There's tournaments all across the world. So I've said this a trillion times, 2028, women's flag football is going to be the fastest growing sport in the world once people see what flag football is like on a big stage.
I feel like I would have been a diehard flag football fan.
Yeah.
And maybe even athlete.
You would have been good.
Had I not been cut in my grade 17 by Miss Kilmarknock, who was also the coach, who, by the way, fun fact, I was cut from the grade 6 basketball.
Miss Kilmarknock?
Yeah, cut from the grade 6 basketball team. And the most savage thing, took my sister.
Why'd she hate you for?
Bro,
I mean, your sister was better.
No.
Is better.
Well, she's 6'4".
One of us is in Germany and one of us is here. So.
One of us had injuries. Anyway, but also, like, okay, the same teacher, sidebar, came up to me, and now obviously I am biracial. There's only 5 black kids in the school, and me and my sister are 2 of them. I have the big curly hair. Okay, one day on this podcast you'll see me with the big curly hair again. It'll make a comeback. But I have big curly hair, and it's bad enough that you're like insecure about whatever. A teacher, Miss Kilmarknock said, I straightened my hair one day, and she's like, "You look better with straight hair." What?
Prison.
What?
Jail.
Telling a black girl she looks better with straight hair is crazy.
Miss Kilmarknock.
Yeah, bro. Anyways,
I
never let go of that one.
That's a tough one.
Never let go of that one.
I will say.
And now I have a podcast.
But also like, not to get too after school special, but really and truly, like that's why it is so important for these conversations to be at the forefront.
Yeah.
And for people like yourself to talk about the impact that it had on you, or the fire in your belly that it brought you to prove her wrong. And additionally, like to loop it back to the beginning, Skye Stout.
Yes.
To have those conversations and say, yeah, this is what I look like.
Adult.
This is my face. This
is who I am.
I have acne, but I'm worth so much more than what's on my skin and like my mask towards the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
part of my story too. It's literally
that's super fucked up.
Yeah. It was bad enough that the kid. I'm not gonna get my trauma story today, but like the kids are bad enough.
No,
like,
for sure.
To have a
teacher,
a grown woman, crazy work. Okay. So
anyway,
on that note, as you get to know me better in my life traumas,
love.
Yay. Sorry. I don't know what that karma was from, but like
I didn't do anything today.
No, I will not let it go. Ashley showed up as like, I'm Amanda, and the kid, I'm Amanda with the cookie.
I did.
Anyway, is your elbow okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
being
great.
dramatic.
Okay, let's do.
Let's get to know each other.
Okay,
so one of the things that people don't understand is that like obviously Savanna and I have a really good rapport, but we haven't really been like friends for that long. No. We've been colleagues and acquaintances.
Oh, I'm in the friend category.
Acquaintance-ish. We've been colleagues.
We've known each other.
We've known each other, but like we maybe had dinner twice.
Yeah.
Like on the ones.
Yeah.
And then you had me on Swish a couple times.
Yeah.
But really that's like it.
Yeah.
And then we had dinner one time at Bar Poet. Shout out, sponsor us. I love your pizzas. Yeah. We had dinner at Bar Poet. I was telling you about a podcast that I wanted to do. I was like, I need somebody because I'm not an accountable individual and I know that about myself. So I need somebody to be like, you're at the studio, better get there. So I was like, I think you could be good. I think we could be great.
Yeah.
And so we decided to do it. But as we were talking about things, as like we did the March Madness, Women's NCAA tournament podcast, I was like, how did we meet? How do we know each other? Like we don't even know.
Like where like you just like spawned in my life. Like you just emerged out of nowhere.
That's what I'm saying.
And I was like, how do I know Ashley Docking? This is so weird.
I'm like Nanny McPhee with better teeth.
and less grays. I'm getting there too. Don't worry. But then we kind of like drew it back.
We reverse engineered it.
Peeled the layers.
I still don't remember.
I was wearing glasses too, just trying to find the answer.
I don't remember.
Okay, I remember.
Okay.
It was NBA TV Canada.
Yeah.
The Hangout.
No.
What?
No.
What?
It wasn't. That was.
Yeah, it was.
No, when we actually
I was the
met,
voice of God in your ear.
No, we actually first met You were interning at NBA TV Canada.
Yeah.
I was doing the inaugural sideline for 905.
Yeah.
And I came into the studio for something to talk to Dwayne or talk to Aaron, I think was still in charge at that point. Throwback.
Was I in the office?
You were in like one of the editing bays or something like that.
Like the little office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, come meet Savanna. She's our new intern. Like you were still fresh, like in school, I think.
No, I was like second year uni.
Yeah. And then I think we popped
I was
in
Nadine.
and I was like, yeah, you were the youth. And I was like, hey, how are you? And you're like, hi, oh my God, I'm obsessed with you. Like, take me under your wing. I want to be like you when I grow up. And I was like, I gotta go, girl. Life is tough enough.
Sorry.
Without a duckling.
Sorry, girl. Next time.
Good luck.
All the best.
Good luck. No, but that was like the moment.
Okay,
that
this rings a bell. That rings a bell.
Literally, it was like a quick flyby. And then you're right. Then I did a couple 1-2s on the Hangout. You were
That's
PA or
remember.
assistant producing or whatever you were doing with them at the time.
Yeah.
And then that. But it really still weren't like keying.
because
it was just acquaintances.
We were also shooting from afar, so like you would be on the couches. We were remote shooting in a separate studio. Anyways, so
that's how. But that's not how we became friends.
We're still working towards it. So we're still building there. But so we've known each other for about 10 years now.
Not too much on your girl.
About 10 years.
About a decade, yeah. But now we're like
crazy.
really in each other's orbit. So, but let's find out. We're going to try and learn something new about each other now. But we need to like write it down, I feel.
Who did I start a podcast with?
All right, so Nadine's going to ask us 5 questions about each other. And we're going to write down the answers about each other and then show them and talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
First question. What award or recognition did Ashley receive as an athlete?
Oh, okay. Obviously, I know.
In college.
I was going to say, okay.
Wow, there's just so many to choose from. It really should be an easy answer.
Okay. I'm going to go with... Okay, based on the stories that you've told me, I'm going to go with most valuable player.
That's actually incredibly disrespectful. Most valuable player of what?
Of your college team. Of your college team.
I mean, yes, in part.
Most valuable player.
In part. What else? What else?
Was it OCAA?
Nadine?
Yes.
Of what?
Of basketball.
Oh my God.
Obviously basketball.
Not you two in
It's obviously basketball.
Yeah. So
that's the only sport you played.
And soccer.
It's like in college?
Yeah.
You play on both teams?
Yeah, dual sport.
I just do baskball.
Yeah, dual sport.
Sorry.
All Canadian.
Right.
Yes.
Good for you.
Learning.
Overachiever.
Well, no. Actually, it's the only thing I did right.
It's the only other sports.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Okay. Next question for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which historic championship did Savanna get to cover in her first big role?
Oh. Raptors 2019
Yes.
championship? Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it?
Vibes.
Seemed cool.
It was cool. I was more of a producer. I still have the ring.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was more behind the scenes, emerging in front of the camera at the time. Just started a series on Instagram for the Raptors platform for their stories. Did the whole buttons thing. That was mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Back then.
Ahead of your time.
Ahead
A
of my time.
pioneer.
A pioneer.
I was doing the morning show at Sportsnet at the time. And so I got to actually go to the finals. The game where they win in 6, game 5 in Toronto, when
Sick.
Clay got hurt.
Oh gosh.
That was that game. And they gave one of the suites to media. And I don't know how my name got in there, but I was in the suite watching beside Darren Detition at the time.
Okay.
Great guy.
Cool.
We lost him sadly. I think it was late last year, earlier this year. He had like a long battle with cancer. He's
I didn't know that.
like a legend at TSN, but I got to sit beside him and kind of experience that moment with him, which was super cool. And then so here's like a learning experience for some students, not to get too Professor Ashley on it because I'm wearing the glasses, but because there was so much interest in the Raptors during that run, every team that came into the building, no one really covers the away team in Toronto, eh?
Yeah.
And like maybe one or two media travel.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for an opportunity to interview a player or get a story or learn about somebody or talk to someone in a different organization, you get credentialed and you tell them you want to cover the other team. All the stars are available.
No, literally.
No one talks to anyone on the away team.
Facts.
Coach, leads. Oh my God. Like,
Yep. Like literally, it's not.
there's
like,
no one cares.
Yeah.
You can, so that's actually
There's been so many
that's
times
actually
I'm
a
the only
hack.
media there.
The star is there for the opposing team,
Yeah.
or honestly, even like 7th, 8th, 9th man off the bench.
Yep.
You can make the request,
to
and you
anyone.
really, really should try.
Yeah.
Because it's a really good opportunity.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is easy.
Oh,
What major women's league did Ashley recently start covering on TSN?
Oh.
oh,
Come on now. Do I need to write the pen?
just
the
throw
pen's
it,
over it.
throw it.
Pen's over it. Boo. Tomatoes. No.
Boots.
NSL.
Ding. Yeah, confirmed.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, true or false? Savanna is one of the youngest black women to become an NBA commentator in Canada.
True. 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 Savannah is young and black and covering sports.
Black. Savannah's young and black.
Covering sports. True.
True. Thanks. Glad you know that.
Congrats on the youth.
Appreciate it. So I'm still looking for that fountain.
Yeah, sick.
What milestone did Ashley achieve on Sportsnet 590 The Fan?
Oh.
Milestone. They have milestones for the fan?
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. I was a fan 590 host as well. Like I genuinely don't know. There's a milestone. Did you get like
I think I know what she's talking about.
like the most listened to
No,
radio show?
certainly not. Respectfully.
Milestone.
Think about like how few women have done morning radio
Oh, the first woman to do morning sports radio
since.
since 1990.
Close. What is it? Huh? Okay, but it's the first to host the morning show in 20 years when I did it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
They had no women hosting this 590 morning show for 20 years. And then I got the gig.
Not surprising, but also crazy.
Yeah.
It's trailblazing. Wow, good for you. That's insane.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
We love sports.
This is nice. This is just like an ego boost game.
Yeah,
I thought it was
right?
going to be like, what's Savannah's 6 sisters' names?
I know, right? She's like, she went straight career. Remind us why we're here today.
Asia, Germany, Bali.
Yeah. Am I missing a continent? Oceania.
Oceania. Not bad, actually.
Okay, Savannah's mentioned this multiple times.
Oh, wow. She won't shut up about it. That was subtext.
If there was one
Tread lightly, eh?
country she could live in for the rest
Oh, whatever.
where would it be?
You know the answer.
If there was one question Savannah could
One country she could live for.
live in for the rest of her life, what would it be?
Where would it be?
Do I listen when you talk? How many times have you said it? She said it several times?
Nadine knows this.
Oh, no.
I've definitely said this.
I can't even answer the what I want to answer.
Mila Lenica.
Oh, wait. Greece. Greece.
Yeah.
Greece. Obviously, yes. Greece. Because she loves a calamari and a tall bronzed man. Together
Listen.
and separate.
Listen.
Together
Both-
and separate.
Both great. Both are great. The Greek gods, bro.
Okay. You know, I thought Greek mythology was real. Like, I thought it was real history.
Well, okay, at one point in time, they thought it was real. At one point in time, they worshiped these things. Like,
No, like I went into a bookstore and asked where the nonfiction was because I was looking for a book on like this one specific like god.
which one?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, I think I have a feeling I know which one it is.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, are you?
Mortified. She's like, you mean fiction? I was like, no, non-fiction,
Fiction.
Penelope. She's like, section 4. She just stopped arguing me about fiction and nonfiction and just sent me where it was. And I'm
Oh, I
like
didn't
looking
realize
around
it's-
and I'm like, oh, it's beside Judy Blume. Okay. Okay.
At the Magic School Bus.
Oh,
Okay. No. I knew that.
I was gagged. Yeah. I didn't buy it. I left.
Since it's not real no more.
I couldn't
It's
be
like
seen at the
Santa
cash
Claus is-
register.
Santa Claus is not real.
What?
No, this is you finding out that mythology is not real.
I still get presents from Santa, I will say.
Really?
My mom doesn't even try and write with her wrong hand, but it does say to Ashley from Santa. Yeah. Keep the magic alive, you know?
Oh, sorry to break the news to you on this podcast. Okay.
I know, but it's still cute. All right. What else do we got? This is crazy.
Okay.
There's a lot of exposés right happening.
Right.
If Ashley wasn't in sports media, what would she be doing? And this is a question that you can tell me.
Dr. Docking. Esquire. If she wasn't in sport media, whew, you'd be a good lawyer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you make a strong case.
Yeah.
You
I
have that
appreciate
like
that.
presence
Yes.
that you could just like stare someone down and be like, I'm right.
I
And you know
appreciate
it.
that.
So I'm going to
Like a
say.
hypnotist.
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah.
A
I'm
lawyer.
gonna say a lawyer.
Okay. I think the answer that Nadine is talking about is I went to school for fashion business
Did you?
after I took marketing.
Makes sense.
Before I took broadcasting. So maybe I don't know. I actually don't know if I have the stomach to be in the fashion industry.
It's crazy.
I barely have the stomach to be in the broadcasting industry. I barely have the claws for it, but the fashion is like a whole nother world. But yeah, like I feel like that's kind of where I have like a secret passion, because I feel like a lot of people don't know, like our youth, Nadine certainly doesn't know, when you had a function or you were going to go out with the girls on the weekend, you didn't have an Amazon or a Zara or wherever that would deliver you the clothes in 24 hours. You had to go to a store physically, or if you did have the luxury of ordering something, it would take like a week, 10 days. So we used to have to makeshift a lot of our stuff. It's like, oh, you're going out. I don't have anything to wear. Okay, this shirt is now a dress.
Yeah.
This dress is now a pant. This pant is now a short.
Yeah.
And you had to get your scissors out and your pins out, and you had to kind of get creative to make like a makeshift look. And so I think that's kind of where it like came from. I got a sewing machine, I think for my 18th birthday from my parents. The only thing I made, and I'm probably super pissed. She probably cusses me at least once a month in her head about it. They bought me a full sewing machine. I made one set of togas for a party for me and my best friend. And that's all I made. They were lovely. One shoulder satin ribbon trim. But
Really?
yeah, that's all I made. Yeah. But I could sew.
That's nice.
I could
Okay, I'm like, I could sew, but just not good.
Yeah, no.
But like,
I have
good
I have
for you.
chops. I have chops. That shirt I wore to Global Jams or 3x3 I made. Like I changed from a t-shirt to a halter top.
Oh, sick. Okay. I didn't know okay, well, I knew that you had a good sense of fashion taste. I just thought
Thank
like
you.
You just, I don't know, it's like some people just do, some people just don't, like myself. But I didn't know that you actually were pursuing it at one point.
Yeah.
That
for a hot second. And then I was
sense.
like, yeah, no. Nar.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks.
More you know.
Okay, last question for you. This is to see if you actually view her stories or not.
Oh.
No.
According to Ashley's recent stories on Instagram, which delivery service did she recently discover that could deliver clothes to your doorstep within a few hours?
Via Uber.
I didn't know that. I don't know.
Okay, so it's fine. You were busy this weekend. It's disrespectful, but it's fine. I saw all your stories and I liked them.
You did like it.
And I liked them all, but it's fine. No, so
You know I'm a post and ghost on Instagram.
I wanted to wear something for NSL because I was sidelined there on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I got this skirt from Dynamite, but it was too big.
Love that for you. I'm so small.
So I'm so tiny. I'm so tiny.
small.
He's so big and tall.
It was too big.
So it was too big, and I needed another one. And I was like, went online, and I was like, okay, when can it be delivered by? And it was like 3 to 7 days. I was like, that's not going to cut it. It was Friday. I needed it for Sunday, and then it was like express delivery, 1 to 3 days. $14. I was like, ugh, it still like might not make it. And then the third secret option, if you order by 3 p.m. and pay $10, it'll come to your house in like half an hour via Uber. Cheaper than the express delivery. I was like, you're lying. So I did it. And then all of a sudden, my app, I go to my Uber app and it's like, oh, it's tracking your delivery like it's like my Osmos, my bi-monthly Osmos.
Crying. Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
Because I was like, and then again to like my fashion merchandising story, I was like, imagine the luxury. 10 minutes, 30 minutes. I just met him outside and he's like, the bag. And I was like, thanks. Didn't end up wearing the skirt anyway because like my ass was hanging out. Turns out if it's smaller in the waist, it's also smaller in the length. So it was a loss in that regard, but it was still a win.
I'm so small with a fatty.
With a
fatty.
With a fatty.
Fatty with a fatty. Okay. Knew that part.
Yeah. So Dynamite, shout out.
Dynamite. Okay, I do like Dynamite.
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
All right.
Okay.
That's it. That's all. But before we go, I will say 2 shout outs. One to Nadine for getting poached from us a little bit by the studio.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Nadine got a gig here working at Soda.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Yeah.
What? You're welcome. I want 10%.
Breaking news, right? 10%
Oh, where are you taking us out to dinner?
That's so crazy. Yeah.
No, congratulations.
So big time. Love that. She's now a working woman.
Yes.
Let's do this.
She's a woman.
a woman. This is a
big woman.
first like job out of school. Outside
Full
of
time?
house.
Part-time.
On
It's fine.
call. That's fine.
But it's
That's how
better
it
that way.
starts.
It's better that way.
Yeah.
You actually still get control because you can still say no.
Yep.
Unavailable.
It's the best time.
Sorry.
My
unavailable.
first job was also on call.
Doodle.
It's perfect. And then the other big shout out has to go to our editor, Evan Paniker.
Who? Our AI?
Our AI editor, Evan Paniker.
Yes, very much.
Happy birthday.
That's the birthday button today.
Is our birthday button?
It's the birthday button. Happy birthday, Evan! Bow, 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 bow. Confetti. Pop, pop, pop. Champagne.
Kim Kardashian.
Champagne. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the best. He is a man, but he's a girl's girl.
Yeah, at heart.
Yeah, and
it's true.
Quick story time with Evan before we wrap up. Basically, when I was venting to Evan because he's a really good friend of mine for years now, and I was telling him how we didn't have an editor for our podcast and that we were looking for one, et cetera, and he pretty much immediately raised his hand, but he was like, I didn't want to raise my hand because I know you're an all women's podcast.
Yeah, I wanted to be involved, but I knew it was all girls.
I knew it was all girls, and I didn't want to step on anything, but if it's okay, I would love to edit. And I was like, yes, we'll have you. And he's like, no, go back to Ashley, see if it's okay. I'm like, no, she's gonna say yes.
I'm speaking for Ashley.
Yeah,
I'm speaking for Ashley.
And I was like, okay, well, sleep on it. Let me know if you want to take the commitment because editing a podcast is no joke.
It's a lot.
And then
he does an excellent job.
Next day, he was like, we're both yeah, so nothing's changed. We're aligned if you're still good. And then he's like, yeah, I'm down.
We'll drop you in the group chat.
Yeah, and then that's how it happened. So shout out to Evan. We love you.
Thank you, Evan. Shout out to Nadine.
Yeah.
Hey, we're so proud.
Yes. All right. With that, on that note, with that said,
all right.
No, I'm
Someone
running
make
on
me a gif of
4
that.
hours of steam of sleep. And
you're gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to work.
You gotta go to work.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, don't forget to follow us, Cinderella Stories Pod, and subscribe. Now we are officially on the audio platforms. Goodbye.